Good morning. Have you ever traveled to Disney and there was an unexpected event you just didn't plan right and you find out you're here to Run Disney weekend? Let's see how I handled it. Hi, I'm Carol and you're watching CAROL-WDWAO. Bright sunny day, it's a Friday, Run Disney event. This was a rush trip. We had 2 blizzards in May. I had 17 hours of no power and just said, I need to go to the pool and where it's warm. We headed to Disney. Lo and behold, to find out there's a Run Disney event today. They advise getting to the parks early. Transportation could be a problem. I'm going to Hollywood Studios today, so Skyliner shouldn't be a problem. But 7:30, trying to get to early entry. We'll see what it looks like at 7:30 in the morning. Now, last night I was at Magic Kingdom, and it was pretty empty, especially for Happily Ever After, considering when the renters get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't think they're going to be closing Magic Kingdom the night before. We'll see how it is today after they ran. And there's no line going to Epcot and no line going to Hollywood Studios at 7:55 in the morning. Early entry is at 8:30. We will see how the lines are at Hollywood Studios. We have a cabin to myself, first thing in the morning, pretty unheard of. Usually they're crowding people in. I rode with a group from Pop to Caribbean Beach. Now I have my own Skyliner all to myself. We'll see what the day brings. I was a little hesitant after finding out that Run Disney event was going on, but so far it really hasn't impacted me other than the fact that I did get myself up a little earlier, which is a good thing. So I do see a bunch of people over there, if you can see through the glare of the Skyliner window. Good morning, how are you? We got through the Skyliner. I keep saying we, I'm here by myself. Leah's sleeping. Got off the Skyliner at 8:02. Fair amount of people walking, but it looks like there's not a huge line at security. It's only 8:02, so there's a big crowd at the gate, but security doesn't look too bad. Lovely view of the Tower of Terror this morning. This is the way, of course, because we're at Hollywood Studios. Quite a crowd waiting to get in.
You guys heard me, right? Back here?
Yes. Made it through the early entry. Now we have to go through the actual gate. Cut over here, excuse me.
Over here on this side.
And it is 8:08. And we are through the entrance, and of course there's a huge crowd probably going to Rise of Resistance, which is where I'm going. We're about to enter Batuu. We'll see how fast I walk and how many people are ahead of me. We did have some runners, which always make me laugh, like they're gonna move up by like 4 people. The bad thing about doing Rise first in the morning.
Of the Resistance is currently experiencing a delayed opening.
And this is what happens a lot. It does have a delayed opening. There's a delayed opening on Rise of Resistance. A lot of people are going to other things. It's really 8:18, so the park isn't officially open. So I'll give it another 10 minutes before I decide to go elsewhere. Some people are hanging around to see if it opens. Other people have jumped ship and are heading to other attractions. The Rise is open 8:36. Worth the wait.
Hyperdrive systems normal. Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Group 2, Group 5, keep tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything? There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company, first order TIE fighters. Reroute, reroute. Group 2, Group 5, we got to clear a path so transport can make the jump. They're all over us. I'm hit.
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from? Star Destroyers.
Get out of there.
We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in.
Get some friends and make this a fair fight. Now, quick, get out there.
They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. A probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. We have a breach in attention block 3.
Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route.
Take cover, recruits. If anyone's backing
see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Came in a little out on a starfighter engine. My friend's helmet is goodbye.
Batuu is pretty empty this morning. It's 9:30, few people around, but not the usual crowd you see here, even at this time of day. I'm thinking the runners are resting, rehydrating. We're gonna head over to Toy Story Land and see if that's a little more crowded. So I just learned a cool fact from cast member Francesca, who took my picture back there. We were talking about the backlot tour and history of Disney. She said the Black Wing Fighter in Galaxy's Edge marks the spot where the umbrella was from Singing in the Rain. Interesting tidbit I learned, always something new at Disney, which is why I love to come here. Entering Toy Story Land. At this point, it doesn't look really crowded. We'll see what happens as I go around the bend. That's where usually the crowds start. Yes, and this is a little more crowded, but not as bad as I've seen. But my fear of a RunDisney event is not playing out this morning, at least. It's 10:42, and I'm heading back to the resort to swim. I told you this was going to be more of a pool, warm weather, not hot weather day. Parking lot is pretty empty. I mean, cars are coming in, but it's not like I've seen it at this time of day. Got up early, rope drop. Rise Resistance was not up first thing in the morning. And honestly, that's happened several times I've been here. But usually it's up like 15 minutes, so about 8:45, although they let us in. I was at Rise by like 8:20. So it's always a crapshoot. Do you sit and wait, or do you go grab some other rides? I did Rise. I went and had a Ronto wrap breakfast. Didn't take a picture of it because I was starving, sorry. It's a long sausage, not a patty. Very, very good, not grizzly at all, not too hot, very, very flavorful with egg. And then there was it said spicy aioli, I think, but it really wasn't that spicy. Sort of a mayonnaise-y type dressing on it. Then I did Toy Story, Tower of Terror. Chewie wasn't around for pictures. I got a few regular pictures, and I'm heading out. Not a lot of traffic at this time of day at either Skyliner. A little bit more towards Epcot. A few people getting off, but as you can see, this line is completely empty. Of course, who in their right mind is going back to the resort at this time? But you know me, I never said I was in my right mind at any point in time. Lee and I spent a lovely afternoon at the pool, swam a little, read a little, lounged a little. It was 89 degrees in the shades. Pool was a definite win. Now we're back to Hollywood. Well, I'm back to Hollywood Studios. Lee slept in this morning, so it's her first time. We've got dinner at Hollywood and Vine, which neither of us have ever eaten at, and it's with the Fantasmic dining package. We're going to meet Dan and David to watch Fantasmic. They also have a dining package, but at 50s primetime. No. Sci-fi. They're at Sci-Fi. Hopefully we'll meet up with them to watch Fantasmic with them. Lee says I have to take a picture of my window decorations. I've done very extensive things. This thing is flat, fits in the suitcase very easily. This keeps my ears where I know them. Notice the limited number of ears I had to bring because I only had a carry-on, which is like a catastrophe for me. I don't know if you find this helpful in my vlogs or not. I like to keep track of the time. We got on the Skyliner at Pop at 3:07. We'll see what the time is when we get to the Caribbean. I think it's about 4 minutes. We're getting off the Skyliner at 3:11, so it is a 4-minute ride. Doesn't seem to be a line either to Epcot. Maybe a couple people over at Hollywood Studios. I think the line to Hollywood Studios is a little bit longer, but nothing bad. Except that we just got behind a big crowd. 3:14, getting on the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios. There was a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of a wait, but again, 3-minute wait here, and now we're off to Hollywood Studios, which is a shorter ride than to Epcot. Off the Skyliner at 3:19. That's not too far of a walk through security, although usually at this time of day security's all the way over to the left, so it's a little longer to get through there. And then through the gates, usually there's not much of a line there at this time of day. See how long it takes us to actually get inside the park. Through security at 3:23. A little bit of a line, but not much. Through the gate at 3:24. There's some cool home stuff here. Little hook to hang stuff. It doesn't have a huge support on the back, so you'd have to, shirts and stuff, not anything really heavy. And this is $44.99, but I really like the design of that. There's a desk lamp for $39.99. And an ornament, a home ornament, fairly heavy, and that is $24.99. I always like the silverware set, but it is heavy. $74.99. But that would let you have Disney every day. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, they didn't have this one at ours.
This is a stainless steel. Oh, look, they do have some though with straws, they said.
Yeah, that's this one.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So this is $39.99.
This is what I looked at. See?
Oh, that's nice. And how much is that?
23 basically.
Oh, that's not bad at all. I like that. A little bigger. Yeah. Never been in this restaurant before. It's very pretty, very open. The seats are metal and cold, which on this hot day feels very, very good. They have a little entrance where you can get your picture taken before you go in.
All your pictures, when you go up, you'll find two sides. They're both the same. Go
Okay.
as much as you want. Go anywhere you want. Just grab a clean plate each time, and I'll keep up with you.
unsweetened iced tea with lemon and a margarita.
Margarita and water. Somebody's coming to say hello. Oh.
Hi, Goofy. Could I have a picture? This is a very full salad bar. Different kinds of bread, Caesar salad, mixed greens, different kinds of dressings, all sorts of different toppings. 2 soups, a vegetarian chili and a chicken noodle soup. Then we have a whole bunch of fresh fruit, pasta salad, beet salad, jicama salad.
Some shrimp.
Lots of shrimp. I was surprised to find shrimp here. Looks good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Some sour cream and chive with potatoes, salmon, chicken. For the healthy caramelized Brussels sprouts, olive oil crushed potatoes, roasted mushroom farro risotto, yucca and mojo, some crispy tofu with an Asian glaze, cilantro lemon rice, beef stew with vegetables, Mexican street corn, spiced rub pork loin, cheesy cauliflower, shrimp squid ink pasta, meatballs with barbecue sauce and pineapple, roasted turkey at this carving station, white rice, baked chicken, broccoli and carrots, penne pasta, macaroni and cheese. Here they have a beef strip loin that looks really, really good. Then we have desserts, coconut cake, red velvet cupcake, blueberry lemon tart. Oh, look at this Bavarian chocolate cake, sugar cookies, chocolate cookies, apple crisp, seasonal bread pudding, and ice cream. I tried to take a little bit of everything, like a spoonful, and look at this mammoth platter I have. What have you tasted so far, Lee?
The beets are good. I actually like Caesar salad, so I like that. Shrimp are good. Pork is very tasty, but as pork is often, it's a little dry.
Yeah, you got the last of it. She brought a fresh thing out just as I got here.
Everything okay?
Yes. There's way too much to eat.
Well, you just take your time.
Okay.
No problem.
Cheers.
Cheers to the margarita. It's a good one.
Oh, that is very refreshing. I have to come up with a better word than refreshing because I say that a lot. I took a bunch of small bites, and there's so many things. I have to do this in 2 parts so I don't forget. The farro risotto was delicious. The beets, there were light red and dark red beets. Those were really good. Cheesy cauliflower, really good. The street corn, guessed it, really good. Salmon, good. Now, interestingly, Lee had a piece of pork, and she said it was dry, and we're right next to each other. And right after she took hers, they brought a fresh tray of it, and mine was not dry at all. Let's see. All right, I think that's all I've tasted so far. I'll be back with my next bit. Hi, Mickey. I can't see what we're doing.
She still wants a picture of you. There we go.
Yeah.
You want me to take a picture of the 2 of you with Mickey?
Oh, please. I also tried the turkey. The turkey was very moist, very good. The shrimp, delicious. Not soggy, not smushy, nice and firm. Cocktail sauce. I would like a little more spice in it, but you know, Disney doesn't do overly hot things, I don't think. Caesar salad was Caesar salad. Did I talk about the Brussels sprouts? The Brussels sprouts were really, really good as well. Lee, what are you tasting?
Well, I got some of the black squid pasta. We've already been together once. Are you hungry? What would you like? The beef? You would like the beef, I'm sure. It's very good. And it's very tasty.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. You had the squid pasta.
Which is very tasty. It has a little kick to it, so it must have a little bit, just a tiny bit of red pepper in it.
What'd you think of the farro risotto?
Farro risotto is really good. The cauliflower is good. Mixed feelings about the corn.
Street corn?
Yeah, it's just not as spicy it's not bad. It's just don't take good care for that spicy.
Okay.
But yeah, and the cauliflower is a real nice creamy.
Yeah,
sauce.
If it didn't have a sign, you could very easily convince somebody who didn't want to eat cauliflower to tell them it was mac and cheese, and they'd never know the difference. Hi. How are you? Can we get a picture?
Oops, careful. I love your grass. So pretty.
Thank you. Oh, my nails. Thank you. Because I have 6 dogs. 6. So Pluto's my favorite. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like kisses. Thank you. Bye. Character interactions were fabulous. Goofy came by twice. Each character spent some decent time with us and seemed really enthusiastic to be those characters. Dessert, I brain freeze. For dessert, Lee and I both had the bread pudding. It actually was dry. I actually had to cut it with a knife. Flavorful, but dry. I added some ice cream from the ice cream bar and poured a little caramel syrup, which made it much better. Minnie's a twirling. And a dancing. Oh, Pluto's a dancing. Oh, he's a good dancer. You go, Pluto. Well, the bread, margarita. Well, the bread pudding was a bust, but the gentleman at the next table I saw had 2 servings of the Bavarian. The gentleman at the next table had 2 servings of the Bavarian chocolate cake. So I said, well, I got to try that. And I did, and he was right. It was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Bread pudding, thumbs down. Bavarian chocolate cake. Thank you very much for suggesting it. Appreciate that. Today's been a day of breakdowns. When I rope dropped Rise of Resistance, it had a delayed opening. Waited about a half an hour, it opened. It came back before dinner. Lee hadn't ridden it, we were gonna ride it. We got through the first car. We were in the spot where all the stormtroopers were, and it went down. So they gave us an experience pass to come back and experience it again. We did Toy Story Mania, and as we were about to get on, they had to shut down the track because somebody had dropped glasses. And it was really, really interesting how they shut it down. You know, they pushed the little red button, they threaded a wire through it, and then put an actual padlock on, so there was no way that it could be moving while a person was on the track. And all it was someone dropped their glasses and they didn't want to have it damage a cart. They got the glasses and they were good. We came off Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. We saw there was a 15-minute wait for Chewbacca. We started walking over there. Chewbacca was closed. Darth Vader was closed. BB-8. That whole section ended up being closed. It was closed earlier, so I don't know why it popped up for a 15-minute wait. That might have been a mistake. Anyways, Rise is still down after dinner. We probably won't get to experience that. I sent Lee to Star Tours. I got really sick on it when it was Body Wars and have been afraid to try Star Tours. I put Lee on as the guinea pig because she does fine on Guardians. I'll get her opinion to see if it's something that I can ride or not. I always liked the theming of it. I always liked the story of it, but it just didn't agree with me. I'm sitting here in the shade watching people go by. Not huge crowds. People are moseying. Nobody's running around. It's still pretty hot. Going to meet Dan and David for a drink, and then we're going to do Fantasmic together. We did do the dining package, although at separate places. Anxious to see them, find out what antics they got up to today. They think we're the bad ones. Dan's the crazy one. We'll see what kind of trouble he got into today. Rise was down. Lee went on Star Tours. Lee got off Star Tours. Rise was up. We walked over to Rise. I scanned in my magic band for our experience pass for when it went down before. Went down again. Like they're putting the gates up just as I scanned in. So she had to reissue the pass. I don't know if we'll get to it tonight or not because we've got Fantasmic. We got to meet Dan and David. We're hanging out for a few minutes in the area to see if it comes up. I know they were escorting the people who were already on off, so that sort of tells me that it's a longer wait than just a couple minutes. You did. We've been looking at you, looking for you, didn't see you at all. Yeah.
I got a new pen.
That's nice. Where's that from?
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantasia pen for myself.
Very nice.
You know Fantasia or not?
Yeah.
It's got everybody except for Mickey on it.
Everybody's got the room.
I need to find you.
Who they closed the pool at Pop?
They did not.
All of the lifeguards have booked off sick.
So by the way, I struck out with the next lifeguard.
Oh yeah, he was very serious.
So I tried to get him to talk to me, and I got a grunt, literally.
Yeah, this lifeguard had the whistle in his mouth his whole shift.
Yeah.
He was ready to yell at somebody, yeah. But the other one,
Yeah, we had a nice
No,
conversation.
they've all booked off, all the lifeguards. Stress.
We scared them all away.
Apparently 2 ranty old ladies were chasing them around the pool all day.
What's around the bend? magic spell in the black of night with a scream and fright. And I'll turn that little mouse's dream into a nightmare fantasmic.
Now you'll see how slick I can be.
A magic lamp! Maybe if I just rub it and wish.
Now you will deal with me and all the powers of my imagination. Oh
You may think you're so powerful. Well, this is my dream. Some imagination, huh?
It was a great night at Hollywood Studios, although we never got to ride Rise. It kept going down. Finally came back up while we were at Fantasmic. We didn't get to do that. Fantasmic is always a fun show, although there was no fire on the water this time. Don't know why, but it was still a good show. We had met with Dan and David, got some drinks at the little outdoor bar, a Hollywood Brown Derby, brought them to the show with us. So while we were waiting, we had a nice cocktail. Then we left. Now my leaving strategy is people run for the buses, run for the Skyliner. We stopped and got 2 pictures and then meandered through the store. So by the time we got to the Skyliner, the line was not outside the usual Skyliner line. But
To my benefit, I wanted this, which is the Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia, the original movie, and David spotted it for me after I had just finished saying they stopped making them, according to the people I talked to in October. And look what I found. I'm so happy.
yeah, if we hadn't tried my strategy, she wouldn't have found that, and we probably would have had a longer line at both places. Now, there was a 10 o'clock show, so some people stayed to ride the rides. Park ended at 9:30. So we sort of hit that sweet spot in between. So that's my tip. Either run and be the first ones on the bus or Skyliner, or just hold back a little bit. Anyways, if you enjoyed this vlog, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when new ones come out. appreciate you watching the channel. If you're not a member of our adult-only Facebook group, please join us there, WDWAO, Adult Centered Discussions. And last but not least, never grow up.